Hey guys, welcome back, John Megacycle here, another episode of Factorio. How you doing? Hope you're doing all right. It's good to see you again, as always. Thanks for joining me. We're just gonna do this. Gonna punch a little hole right here and drop the car. And you click on the car. The car has a couple of components. It has fuel, it has a weapon, it has an ammo, and it has a trunk. The trunk is awesome. You can hold stacks and stacks of stuff. So if you're going to go check out an outpost or something, you can easily take it, load it up, fill it full of goods and what haves. So let's do a little navigationals first. I don't want to screw with trees. There seems to be nothing in the northeast that interests me, and almost nothing in the southwest. But let's just do some driving. I want to make sure I don't get too close to the nests. I don't have any ammo in the gun slot. This weapon or this vehicle is not the best weapon against hordes of aliens. So we're just going to take this a little smart, a little sharpish. Oh crap! One found me. We can outrun them in the car. That's not that big of a deal. It's just I want to really avoid the much larger bases. Let's see here. I don't see really anything of it. Holy copper, for reals? That's great right there. I like that very much. Realistically, we can outrun them. Not a big deal. If they catch up, we'll just lead them right into the base. So, not super worried about that. Some coal. Oh gosh. I drove right into this, didn't I? Oh crap. Oh crap. This is why I brought repair kits, kids. You never know when you're going to need a good repair kit. Oh, we're not going that way. Oh, wow. Good resources. Yep, clear it out, set up shop, set up a brand new mining operation, and then haul it all home. That's pretty sweet. Okay, take a quick break. Cool. Get moving. Make sure this thing's in tip-top shape. I don't want to screw with that directly, so no thanks. Can I squeezle through here? Totally can. Hot dog. Okay. I can't scroll out anymore, but that's alright. What I'm really looking for are some real significant chunks of resources. This coal, this is a good size. This is a really good size. Mid to late game, I'm going to want to pull that all home. And just to have it stored up. We'll use coal a little more frequently later for weapons, grenades specifically, and other such tools. So it's not critical. Even once we get completely, oh boy, solar and away from coal, we'll still like to have it around. Oh crap, oh crap. Oh crap. This could be the end of Johnny Boy here. Now we're alright. The problem is these trees. They're making it a lot of difficult for me to get around some of these bases all undetected like. Oh, look at that. It's the original four jerks that were chasing me before. Yeah, you can ram them. That's not that big of a deal. The only problem is the momentum you're going to lose every time you hit them. You plan on hitting like 4 or 5 aliens. Your car's going to... Oh, crap. That's stone. That's stone. That's stone. Bad time for autosave. Bad time for autosave. You're going to lose momentum real quick, and you're going to get stranded and then murdered. And I don't have power armor. I barely have the heavy armor. And stop, and out, and repair. And... thanks, guys. Yoink. You just pick it up like anything else. Later on, I'll have a nice garage and such, but that gave me how much more visual? Not too bad. Not too bad. That still really paints the picture. Southeast is where I want. There's plenty of iron and copper for days right there. So that's really what I'm aiming for. Anyway, so that's a car. So I'm just going to leave these here until I plan on leaving the base. And let's just do this. There we go. Now, one more thing I wanted to share with you. These things, actually, you can use them as chests. So if you take it up to an inserter, you can actually pull out and put in resources. It really makes it pretty darn nifty, if you want my opinion about it. It's the same thing with trains. When we build trains later on, we'll be able to actually use the cargo as obviously cargo. I mean, that's the whole point of it. But the cool thing is you can use the car and the tank as if it's a chest. Now that is saturation. Uh-oh. What happened here? Oh, I know what happened here. On the left side it's not an issue, on the right side it is an issue. So this needs to go on the... I can't really tell. It needs to go on the left side. Okay. Yep, I didn't think of that. Simple fix. Nope, that's going to be the right side, actually. There we go. Actually, what I should be doing also as I'm upgrading everything else is upgrading these fast underground belts. Okay, iron on the right is not good. Hold on. There we go. That's cleaned out. That's cleaned out. Okay, everything's fixed now. More or less. Take all the green circuits you want. I don't care. I'm going to take all the red circuits I can hold. Thank you, thank you. Okay, this is our bottleneck. The red inserter. So here's what we're going to do. I think we can get a lot more done if we do something like this. There, that seems a little bit better. Okay, and actually it looks like we'll get most of the... No, they're not even going to get past the second thing. Even if it pulls as fast as it bloody can, it's not going to make it. Now how do I do this? That's how I do this. Okay. Okay, we need way more copper wire than what we're producing. So what is our bottleneck here? Well, they're running at full clip actually. So here's where we can actually put in some modules. Let's actually work with that. 5 advanced, 5 electronic is going to make us our modules. And also a bit of plastic, it looks like. I don't even... How do I have the plastic? Oh, no, hang on. I'm reading that wrong. I was reading the total raw. Whoops. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to chuck them in here. Now that we have enough coal or copper coming in, shouldn't be that much of an issue. Yeah, look at that. We're just burning through it like crazy. So let's do a little bit of a chat here. Take a look on the right where it says Assembly Machine 2. It actually has the drain, the electricity, the pollution, the crafting speed, and everything. So let's just memorize some of these numbers. 5 kilowatts, 2.4, 0.75. Okay? So 5 kilowatts, the drain is still what it holds. If we go up one, actually, the energy consumption is what I meant. So 50% extra energy consumption. Down pollution is 3.6. And crafting speed is 0.9, so a 20% increase. If we do that again, we now are consuming 100% power. We're only producing a 40% more crafting speed, and we're producing 4.8 pollution, whereas this is only producing 2.4. So we're doubling the energy consumption, we're doubling the drain or the pollution, and we're only getting about 40% more crafting speed. It doesn't really pay off for that in that regard. We might as well add 1 or 2 more of these things to really get a much better production supply. So let's actually do that instead. What do I need? Iron. Guess what? We're good now. Yoink. Nope, wrong button. Nope, of course, wrong button. Let's get 2 more. Here's what we're going to do with this. I do want to keep our steel production online, but we're just going to pull this down a bunch. There we go. I need some longhand and coal. Am I out? Ah, frick. I can't wait till everything is just ironed up. Running a little low on blue science, but of course we have the logistic robot cargo we're dealing with. That takes a little bit of blue, so cancel you. There we go. Always like to have a bunch of that on hand. Now, you'll notice that we haven't gone up to our boilers in a long time. How much do we have in that box? 680. Perfect. Those things are just popping on whenever they want to. Works fine for me. No complaints. This instead, actually. And do I have any slow inserters? I guess I don't. Oh, yes, I do. Right here. The product is going to take a lot longer, so having fast inserters makes 0 sense at all. Now, back to this. I'm just going to do that and take away. Ah, yes. I do want logistic robots speed level 2. Thank you. The logistics robots are slow as crap. It's very painful how slow they are, but benefit is now that we're getting a lot of this research out of the way, they're actually going to be pretty effective by the time we get there. So here's how I'm going to do this. This is going to be a little complicated, but that's okay. Here's this. We're going to do something like that. That means that's undisturbed. There we go. Now we're on the one line right there. And I don't know if you hear it, but it is raining like crazy where I'm at. There we go. Now we've added another line. We've actually, instead of using all these upgrade cards, we've now added much more throughput to our line. Now hopefully with this level of consistency, we should be able to get some far better results. We're going to give that a... Actually, we could probably just take a walk right now and see. Yep, we're loaded. We're stocked. How many engines are we sitting on now? 42. That's a good start. 20 is what I want. 1, 2. So let's get our diesel locomotive. 2 cargo wagons. I want 3 cargo wagons to at least get started. Again, I'm not ready to expand, but I do want to be ready when we are good to get there. I need some more fuel. We're going to get 3 more solid fuel. That'll give me a nice excuse to go check up what's going on with our battery and our plastic production. I certainly don't need more plastic for a while, I don't think. Everything's quiet. I like that. I have all my resources. I'm very fine with that. How you doing? Take all that, please. Thank you very much. Plenty of solid fuel. I'll take 3. The train has room for 3 slots. So we have our lubricant. How are we doing on heavy oil? Not anywhere near max. Light oil, we kind of are hitting a ceiling. Petroleum, we're empty completely. Hopefully this is producing, yep. Now this is where we might want to use speed modules. That might help out a bit. I'm going to let that sit for a while. Realistically, we're still really full on sulfur. The only thing we might be a little lax on is plastic. I might just want another chemical plant, actually. I don't have any resources. Okay, let's just put a mental note there. We'll come back to that a bit later, I think. So many things to do. I do need a little more iron. Yes, I do. Thank you. And 1 more cargo wagon. So where's my locomotive? Where did I put that? Here it is. I love a train I can just fit into my pocket. Train has a front and a back, pretty straightforward. There's the front. Cargo wagons just connect like this, no problem. So I'm going to take the solid fuel we have and load her up. There we go, 3 slots, holds 150 right there. This is very simple. It's almost like Transport Tycoon Deluxe kind of a setup. I know in version .13 they're going to be adding a better visual representation of the trains and how they're moving and such. But for right now, I just want you to go to this station. Perfect. And you stop the train. Nothing else to do there. What I'm going to do, however, is we're going to set up the infrastructure at least a little bit while we're waiting for like logistics robots upgrades and everything else. We're going to at least set up the infrastructure a little bit to get started. Now, what do I need here? Electric circuits, I need copper. Actually, can I build roboports yet? I need iron, I need advanced circuits. So here we go. Brr, brr, brr. Now I need iron. Can't do anything with how much iron I need. This is just the biggest pain ever right now. Yes, I do have a chest full of copper. Got me a chest full of copper. Got me a chest full of steel. Something, something. I'm in for a deal. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yoink. Take a little more of that. Very good. Let's talk about... Yeah, let's get the train set up. I keep jumping from thing to thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I know there's more efficient ways to do this, but here's how I do this. You can set, I think, a bunch of items to pull from each of these cargo holds. I usually do about 4. Like right about there's a good amount. 1, 2, 3, 4. You just go on visual, really. That's about how I do it. Just so it kind of lines up like that. Now, this is why I wanted to do this way. So we already have this stop. The train will always stop at this train stop sign. So that's good. That's exactly how I wanted that set up. So all we really do is just hook this up. This is going to pull all the cargo out of the train. I'm now just going to dump some chests here just so we have the representation of what's going to come later. What this is going to do is, because we have the stack bonus, where is that exactly? I'm sure it's up here to be researched. We have the inserter stack size bonus 2, which means it'll move 3 things at once. Because it's going from crate to crate, or chest to chest, or in this case cargo wagon to chest, or whatever, this works out. It's going to pull 3 every time. Very quick unloading. So we're going to build this buffer here. We want the train to come from here to wherever it's going as quickly as it can. No fuss, no muss. We don't want to screw around with it. So realistically, the quickest we can get it in and out of the station, the better. Same thing when we're loading stock later on. We're going to have the same setup. All the mines and everything are going to dump into chests. When the train arrives, it's going to be the same for dumping it right back in. No problem. That's going to allow for very quick, efficient offload, upload, onload, whatever. Now, we got that started. I want to work with roboports. But first, let's talk about the provider chests. We have, I think I did a little chatting about this before. Not too sure, but we'll go over it a bit now. Actually, I'm very confident I did, but that's okay. We have, first of all, the storage chest. The storage chests act as long-term storage for a logistics system. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to start building the roboport. That can go crazy while it's happening. The storage chests are just that. You build 50 of them, you leave them. The logistics robots will come and dump off and add and remove whatever. It's just storage. The robots will have a tendency to only keep one kind of storage or one kind of item in a storage chest. That's their tendency to do that. They can mix and match. I don't think I've seen them mix and match too often. Requester chest is what will request items. So you say, I want 10 steel and 10 plastic in this chest at all times, make it happen. The logistics bots will do their best to make sure that request is met. Passive provider chest will act kind of as a storage chest. It provides its output passively. So you can take it whenever you want, but take it eventually. It's whenever you need it. No big deal. but it's a passive output as opposed to the active provider, which is get this out of here as soon as possible. I don't want it. I just get it out of here. Get it out of here. I just take it. So anything that's outputted that you need to go to storage or somewhere else, this active provider chest is where that's at. Now, let's at least set up our RoboPort and let's talk about this. We haven't even gotten to robots yet, but I at least wanted to walk this through with you. These things take a little bit of juice, so I'm going to keep this in my inventory, but you'll see there's two squares. The inner square is the logistics network. The outer square, the green one, is the construction network. Inside, let's just zoom in a little bit, the logistics network, the orange, is where the logistics robots will talk to chests, move stuff, take stuff, transfer, all that thing. So what we'll want to do, all that thing, I can talk great. So what we want to do is we want to get maximum coverage for our very first RoboPort. Something like this is pretty good. We'll be able to take items and move them around, back and forth and whatever. The green stuff on the outside is when we have blueprints. We're going to be able to build stuff, and the construction bots will actually take the item from our inventory or from any of our storage chests, and they're going to go ahead and build whatever we asked them to build. It's actually really awesome. Later on, I actually did mention something called a personal RoboPort. It's the very same thing, but it's a personal setup. So it's on me at all times. I can actually build stuff with the blueprints, and I don't have to move anywhere. I can just say, hey, I want 10 laser turrets right here. Boom. The construction robots will pull it out of my inventory and set it up, no problem. It's pretty darn slick. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's pretty cool. Do I have another just chest? Great. Just hang on a second there, buckshot. Okay, now what? Cool. So we have speed level 2 complete. We have cargo size level 1, which gives us +1, which is excellent. It gives us a really good start there. What is next? Oh, character logistic and character logistic trash slots. Let's talk about these. Remember how I said you can have these logistic robots that come and fill and move stuff around? In here we'll actually get another grid of inventory. The logistics slots are just like with the logistics chest, the requester chest. We say we want 100 ammo on us at all times. Go find any of the chests, give us that ammo. The garbage chests or the trash slots are very similar in that what they'll do is you'll say, I don't want this lumber, get it out of my inventory. You put it in the trash slot, the logistics bots will come, take it away, and then go put it somewhere else. It just gets it out of your inventory, no muss, no fuss. Now we've got a lot of work with personal solars, battery equipment, like even night vision and shields are a bunch of the personal armor things we want to work on. I just don't want to work on them right now. Actually, what I do want are poison grenades. Let's see, is that military? Yes, military 3. Yeah, real quick. It only needs 50. That should burn through pretty solidly. That's why that lab isn't doing anything. That's why that lab wasn't doing anything. How tired was I when I set this up? Oh gosh, how many episodes did I go through like that? I was wondering, I'm like, why aren't you picking up the blue science, you weirdo? You could totally... No, you can't. You totally can't. Shooks. Shooks, I say. Okay, we'll just put this in here so it gets fed into the system. And I'm going to take way more of this. Thank you. Awesome. We have a backlog of almost everything. That's actually a really good sign. I like that. Good on batteries. Getting a little low. Doing alright though. And now we have engines. Now, for the robots, as we get to that point, we're going to need electric engine units, which I think get turned into these flying robot frames. So, we have a conundrum. We can either haul the engines and electronic circuits up and use that lubricant, or we can try to haul the lubricant down here. Both of them sound like a real pain in the butt, so I'm just going to take 45 engine units, and I need a crap ton of electronic circuits. I don't want to just hold F and do all that. I just really don't feel like crafting a bunch of this stuff. Which is good. I should be at that point. I really should be at the point where I'm just too stubborn. I don't want to craft anything. There, suck on that. So, let's get another assembly facility. Assuming I have iron. I don't. Awesome. It's truly amazing how much of this game, even though you think you've got a lot of it dialed in, you're still... Actually, you know what? I want to fill up the batteries. No matter how much of this game I think I have dialed in, I'm still so low on stuff like energy or iron almost all the frickin' time. It's weird. It's weird how it works. But it's good. It means I've got to really expand and really start working and thinking outside the box. We're going to run out of iron soon. Like, it's going to be Red Mage needs iron badly. Pretty darn quick here. I should tide that over for a bunch. Batteries are good. Let's fill up the plastic. That's just still going. Okay. I'm not worried about our petroleum at the moment, considering we still have a good amount of it coming in. And we don't have that much of a dire need for it yet. Yeah, I'm glad I took the light crude and tried to turn this into, you know, start to use some of it. So there we go. The light oil is still our maximum. It's still what we have the most of, and it's full, so that's why our actual petroleum facilities aren't firing, or oil refineries, I should say. Ugh, I can't talk at all. Okay, engine, electronic, lubricant. So let's get a assembly machine. We're going to come over here to the lubricant. The way this works is it's a liquid, and the assembly machine, only like so far we've worked with our solids, but watch this. When I say I want the electric engine, it'll actually have an input now that we can rotate, no problem, and that's where we actually pipe in the liquid. So let's build some pipes, because holy crap, I never have enough pipes. And I needed one more. Okay, there's that. I'm just going to do this. And I need another chest. And some fast inserters would be great. I could probably do the same with slow inserters. This stuff's not going to be super fast, but there's that. There we go. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to take a while. Let's replace these proper. That makes more sense. Now, with that, we'll be able to take and make flying robot frame, which needs electronics, batteries, steel, electronics. Did I say electronics like 3 times? Electric, okay, electric engine, battery, steel, electric circuits. This is where it's going to be great for logistics robots to take items out of like this plastics chest or whatever and put it somewhere else. Or even, let's see, I already forgot what I needed. The batteries will be able to pull over, the steel will be able to pull up. It's a lot less mucking about we're going to have to do with these conveyor belts. Can I make another one of these safely? Heck yes I can. The thing is, when it comes to the logistics network, we're going to have to connect all these things, and you connect them by the orange, that inner circle. So if I do something like this, and then we'll have to do another one probably right about here, or maybe right here. That'll connect that, and then we'll need a third to connect something more into the bowels of the base. Maybe something like this. And once that is, that builds a logistics network. And with that logistics network, we will then take and make our logistics bots and then our logistics chests. And that'll actually start pushing around some of the orders and the items of what we need, where we need it, how much of what we need, and all that stuff. Cool. That allows us some pretty cool stuff. Military 4 is piercing shotgun shells. Not super interested in that. The tank, however, I really am. It is cheap. So let's do that. It takes 20 research. We should be able to crank that out pretty quick. Now, what are we waiting on? Smart inserters still. And this is waiting on fast inserters, which is waiting on, is it iron? There, problem solved. That should at least help you guys catch up a little bit. Now, what did I need for, I need more iron or just some wheels, some iron gears. So here's what I'm going to do. There. Perfect. That gives us yet another RoboPort. And let's talk about logistics chests. They're not expensive. They require a smart chest. All of them require just a smart chest and an advanced circuit. We're producing advanced circuits like crazy because we're not using them fast enough. Smart chests are steel chests and circuits. Steel chests are steel plates. I mean, big surprise there. So let's go ahead and start getting some of this stuff automated. Or no, I take that back. I want robots first. And this episode is actually coming quickly to a close. I'm not good with time management, I'm noticing. It's like there's so many cool things I want to do, then I look, it's like, oh, cripes, it's already, wow. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. We're doing pretty solid on this Factorio game. I really like how things are panning out. We've already got the beginnings of a train system. We've got solid solar production. We're not really even using our steam anymore. We've got, what else? Oh gosh, we've got a lot to do and a lot more to go. So thanks for joining me again, John Megacycle, signing out. I'll catch you guys next time.